woke up and I rolled out of bed. Got dressed and I left at 10. Checked my nails, looking good. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Oh yeah! I know this'll be the day. Oh, yeah. Everything will be okay. Oh, yeah. I kiss my cares all away. Oh, yeah. It's gonna be a good, good day. It's gonna be a good, good day. Good, good day. Hey. I think it's finally all gonna go my way. Go my way. Rain or shine, no, I don't mind. This day is mine. I'm gonna chase all those gray clouds away. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. No more crying myself to sleep and thinking better days are a far off dream. Get up and I move my feet, cause I hear music playing on these streets. Oh yeah! Ain't nobody gonna cry today. Ain't nobody gonna die today. I kiss my cares all away. It's gonna be a good, good day. It's gonna be a good, good day. Good, good day. Gonna be a good, good day. I think it's finally all gonna go my way. Rain or shine, no, I don't mind. This day is mine. I'm gonna chase all those gray clouds away. It's gonna be a good day. It's beautiful. It's gonna be a good day. No more crying myself to sleep and thinking better days are a far off dream. Get up and I move my feet, cause I hear music playing. It's gonna be a good, good day. It's gonna be a good, good day. Good, good day. I think it's finally all gonna go my way. Rain or shine, no, I don't mind. This day is mine. I'm gonna chase all those gray clouds away. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. Woo! It's a great, great day. It's a good day. Get up! Can't you see the sun shining? I woke up and I rolled out of bed. Got dressed and I left at 10. Checked my nails, looking good. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Oh yeah! I know this'll be the day. Oh, yeah. Everything will be okay. Oh, yeah. I kiss my cares all away. Oh, yeah. It's gonna be a good, good day. It's gonna be a good, good day. Good, good day. Hey. I think it's finally all gonna go my way. Go my way. Rain or shine, no, I don't mind. This day is mine. I'm gonna chase all those gray clouds away. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. No more crying myself to sleep and thinking better days are a far off dream. Get up and I move my feet, cause I hear music playing on these streets. Oh yeah! Ain't nobody gonna cry today. Ain't nobody gonna die today. I kiss my cares all away. It's gonna be a good, good day. It's gonna be a good, good day. Good, good day. Gonna be a good, good day. I think it's finally all gonna.
Good morning and happy Friday.
Good morning.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
All right. You can lead the way. Whatever you got. You want to say check in with people right away?
Well, good morning. It's Friday, and immediately after TNT, you know, we have Show Me Your Listing. So I want you guys to all hop on. We're going to chit-chat about some listings and, you know, just see where it goes. But first, we want to see who's here. who's listening, who's going to be on TNT today, and show me your listings after. Thank you guys for chatting in. Look, we've got a lot of people on today.
Good. That's the idea is, we try to go over important things right in the beginning, right? And kind of set the expectation for what's going on. So during the 15 minutes, just being present the whole time. That's why we start the feed early. So you can log in, you can do your social media stuff. So we're all present the whole time, not
Be prepared.
Joining a little late. Right? So timeliness is important.
Yeah.
Topic number 1 for today is real estate about sales or about business process? So we'll review that one. And then we have interesting real estate stats
Just got some
from 2021.
I don't know if we'll get through all of them, but there are some interesting things to think about as we head into 2022 here.
And maybe we'll have some applications on how you could use these stats or, just different places that they could be
Just being in the know
place.
helps. All right, you ready?
I am.
Okay.
Is real estate about sales or is it more about the business process? That's what we're going to talk about right now with luxury real estate broker Shana Acquisto. Some of the things that we talk about, right, is how are you growing your business? Do you have to go door to door and get stuff? Do you have to talk to people one-on-one? Do you need to be in person? Is it about the process or is it about the salesperson, right?
Yep.
Or is it a combination? All right, so Shana, let's get into this.
I think it's a combination for sure. I think our business is a relationship business. However, if you don't have something to manage all those relationships, then I think you can fail, right? And, not that your relationship's going to fail, but are you going to be the first person they think of when, a real estate need comes into play? So.
And does any one individual have a large enough scale and scope or reach to get to all the right people if you're not using the right system or process and you're not doing things on a regular basis? So if I was to take a look at it, I'm going to say that you and I are both real estate professionals and you're successful and I'm in the business. And what I would say about that is that you can do real estate in many different ways.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
And it can work for you.
Well, it needs to work for you or, it doesn't work. So I like to say, with the combination that, each year I like to start out with a new plan, right? Look at last year, previous year, see what worked, what didn't, revise your plan, your business plan, and have a plan. A lot of people just, willy-nilly it and go where, the fires are. They're just putting out fires or, instead of having a structure. So,
and a strategy.
And a strategy, yes. And if you do, things are daunting. CRMs and all these things, putting them all together. But we have help, which I'm thankful for you that we have these systems and processes in place so we can do that. So if you don't have a business plan or a structure every day, stop what you're doing and, over this weekend, you need to get one.
And it really starts with super simple things like time blocking. Well, getting up. Yes, that's number one, right?
If
that's
you're consistent on getting up every day and going to work. We home office, and we always have. But we hold each other accountable. It's like we go away to the office. This is our office. But we get up every day, we have a routine, and we stick with it. And sometimes throughout the day, things change, right? But if you have these tasks and you set these habits every day, then, you're going to be more successful.
As we started in our career, what I really found is you had to put in the same amount of effort every single day. And sometimes during the year you were selling. And sometimes throughout the year you were building your process in your way of doing things. And if I looked, forget today's market because it's totally different, but if I looked back in the past and I thought about a traditional real estate market where most of the homes are sold in the summer and you do less in the winter, that's when we would do Sorry about that. That's when we would do all the business process stuff and the building and the farming and the hard work.
Social media.
In the winter. And then in the summer, you would actually just have to go about doing it.
Yep.
But I think the best combination is a hybrid where you're able to keep yourself busy all the time and move consistently from being in the business to working on the business.
Yes.
And there's kind of this time.
But it doesn't mean that, I've got from 8 to 5, I have to have work stuff. Block time out for yourself. Hey, I'm going to spend this time to go, have me time or shopping or whatever you want to do for yourself. But if you have a structure, then, you can work around it. But if you're always just kind of on call and letting other people control your business, then, I don't think that's good. I don't think it's healthy. I don't think it's productive.
But now, so here's the thing is I think if you put in more business process time, then instead of having me time at a local park, you'll have me time in maybe Malibu. Because what you'll have is the opportunity to be somewhere totally different because you worked harder and because you gained all of that. So, I vote for a little less me time, but a little better version of me time when that time comes.
I agree. So planning. So, look back at last year and think about all the things that, you struggled with or that worked and put it in play for this year. And I think it'd be good. And I'm interested to know how many of you kind of have a very consistent routine every day. Who gets up, starts working and tries to finish working, but you have a structured day. And what does that look like? I'd be interested to hear from
structure would be super important. And I don't know that I would care what you do as long as you do.
Yeah.
Because eventually I'm not all that smart. And what I find is that if I just try something and then I get a result, like it works or it doesn't work, then you can try something else or you can modify it. So the decision tree is really, really simple. And so just do more things and you'll get more results and then you'll be able to solve the problem.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's not complicated. Just do more.
So manage your relationships. That's basically it. All right.
Sounds good to
That's
me.
it?
So it's both.
We got it.
Super interesting real estate stats with Shana Acquisto, luxury real estate broker.
I find them interesting.
Shana finds them interesting.
If they're super interesting, but I think they're things to just kind of ponder on and understand. So,
what we're going to do is go over where you could use them, how they're applicable, what clients would like about them, how they can be dropped as like fun facts or just random stats or whatever they are.
People like stats, and I think all our agents have, also expressed that they like them as well. So
it kind of shows your knowledge of the topic, right? And your true professionalism, and you'll find applications for them.
Sure.
So let's kind of hit some. We have a link, and Omkar is going to chat that in.
And these are just mine. I mean, there's random facts out there everywhere. In fact, you had one that I wanted to start with from a while ago that I thought was super interesting. So this is, where'd it go, Mike?
Well, I think the stat that you're talking about, Shana, in particular, is that the average real estate agent.
Yeah.
Or, no, sorry.
No, it was 86% of realtors do 6 or less transactions a year.
86% of realtors transact 6 transactions a year or less.
Or less.
So if you're above that number, you're in the top 14%. You're in the top 13%.
Yeah. So you're in the top 13, you guys.
And then you could have that badge. Imagine the badge that's pinned on you. I'm in the top 13%. And you transacted 7 properties. So yeah, celebrate that today on a Friday. Top 13% if that's you.
Funny how stats work. All right, let's start. So this is something from Zillow. I like we're starting out with Zillow. Zillow predicts, this is from Fortune magazine. Zillow predicts home prices will increase by double digits in 2022, driven by a perfect storm of the pandemic, demographics, and supply and demand.
And inflation.
What? home prices will increase by double digits. Okay.
So more than 9.9%.
Yep.
That home prices would go up by that. So if you want to put this into play, okay, then there's a bunch of stats that you could run off of this one. So if they predict double-digit growth or 10% or higher growth, then you could say the average home in Frisco is scheduled to appreciate by blank. If you know the average price, or, right, you could say the person who buys a $700,000 home is likely to have a $70,000 price appreciation this year.
Yeah.
And there's all these different numbers you can kind of play into that. So your stats sound interesting.
Yes.
Places you might put this would be like maybe on social media, maybe with your client, maybe specifically talk about that during the listing presentation.
Yeah, I know Katie had one on yesterday from Megan had talked about it in her agent meeting, but it was, it's good stuff. Use it.
Okay.
But think about how you can use it, like you said. Since 2016, home values in the United States have increased by over 50%, 50.7%.
Wow. So, all right, let's roll that back and think about yourself. Often it helps to gain some perspective.
Yep.
So think about what your personal home or place that you're residing in is currently worth on the open market. And then roll it back.
Okay.
And, divide it in half. And is that what it was probably worth in 2016? And just kind of think through it.
Yeah.
Right? So that's interesting. So that was so it's 2022. That was 6 years. Right? That it had increased by that amount. Typical home appreciation rate is the rate of inflation.
Yeah.
So if you were to look at it over a super long time frame, your house basically goes up by the rate of inflation.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, all right. What else we got? Let's see some more stats.
I thought this was interesting. First-time home buyers comprised 31% of the market. So we say that all these first-time home buyers can't, they can't purchase and they can't, do certain things and their struggles there. But that they made up 31% of the market, I thought was pretty high. Right?
Well, I guess if you think about how many homes a person buys over the course of their life, right? And maybe they have a starter home, maybe they have a middle home, and then a home that they have later on, right? So I don't know, what does the average person really have? 3 homes in their life? So does it make sense that about a third of the homes are new home buyers?
Yeah, that was one of the stats. I want to see if I can find it. I don't think we're going to get to all of these, but
this is really good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm impressed with it, Shana.
Yeah. So
very good. Well, let's just hit the next one.
Yeah,
and
we'll just go through
we'll
them.
get a couple in.
We can throw a few in every day if you want. So the next one was first-time home buyers. Oh, we have that one. 33% of the market, and most home buyers were 47 years old. So when I think of a first-time home buyer, I'm thinking of young, right? This says first-time home buyers made up 33% of the market in 19. And most home buyers were 47 years old.
I don't know that they're saying that it's specifically first-time home buyers being 47 years old. I would lead to
we're going back to the one before where they are, I guess, assumed to be,
47 must be maybe the median, the mode, the mean for what that is, 47 years old.
Yeah, because the age of the typical home buyer remained at 47-year-old in 2020, while the median household income of home buyers rose to $96,000.
Okay, so now the reason that you look at that number is that's the combined household income for those people, 96,000, so nearly $100,000 a year. And if you're looking at just super quick back of the napkin math, you could probably afford a home that is 3 times your average income.
Yeah.
Your household income. So that's about the price point.
Yep.
That it would be.
3 times.
Just super
4
rough.
if you don't have debt.
Yep. So
Right.
3 to 4 times and you're pretty much good. Just depends on the conservative nature of your personality. So think about your combined household income and what the house is currently worth. And it's weird because some people, that's where you get priced out of your home. all of a sudden is your income's not keeping up at that same rate to get the same home. So you may have, obviously you qualified for the home that you're in now.
Right.
Because you bought it and you own it. But if you had to requalify, what would you be doing right now?
Right.
It's interesting. Maybe you're in a home that's too small.
That's why people
Maybe you're in a home that's too big, right? There's just different things.
Find those people, right?
All right. Those
next.
are great stats. Do you want to cover more now, or do you want to
One
hit this?
more.
Okay.
One more.
One more.
One more. If you know millennials.
Oh.
So more than 45 million millennials are hitting the prime first-time homebuyer ages this year, 2022.
Whoa.
Although they'll have to compete, right? We understand that, but they're hitting that age. So we talked about yesterday how you have to go out a little bit, right, to find these places. But you can find these places. You know, we have to change the mindset and educate these buyers on what they need to do. I think they're scared, right?
You know, that's a super important point that you bring up, is just stop being a wuss. Like, these things all were true beforehand, that, you know, not everyone can afford to live in the Empire State Building, right? There's like other addresses in the world.
But you can either...
You have to move and commute and get there.
But you throw it away on rent, or you move further out that, yes, your commute might be, you know, greater and longer, but that's where things are going, right? They're going to start expanding to these outer skirt areas. Sprawl. And then you've got a great investment in 30 years or 20 years.
Yeah,
right?
because if you had bought in, you know, just our local example, everyone can't live in Dallas.
Well, no,
right?
but look
Downtown.
at Plano, for example.
Exactly.
Look at what Plano is now. And a lot of these, you know, these people did buy in the 80s.
Yeah.
And they have a lot of equity in their homes now. Or you keep it as a rental. So, you know, you can't just have it all day one. You have to, think.
Think about...
It's an investment.
If you even back up 10 years in Frisco as a example, you know, downtown was very super affordable, and people are like, oh, I won't do that. But if you had some foresight and you bought that property downtown Frisco 10 years ago, what's it worth now? Are they up in value 4 times?
Yeah.
5 to 6 times the value?
We had a building down there and we sold it. I wish we would have kept it.
So.
But yeah, interesting. So we'll stop there and pick up tomorrow.
All right.
On some more.
Let's
Or
hit the
Monday.
bell.
Monday.
Well, that's a wrap. We have Show Me Your Listings with Shana coming on up.
Yep.
What website would they go to find that?
Zoom meeting with Shana.com.
SHANA.
Yep. Not Shanna, but Shana. Zoom meeting with Shana.
Very good. We'll see everybody over there in just a couple of minutes.
Have a great weekend and get your coats back out. It's going to be cold tomorrow.
And if you have an opportunity to get out this afternoon, because it's supposed to be really nice.
It is. Enjoy.
See ya. Okay.
Okay. Is that it?
One more.
Interesting.
Interesting real estate stats. Cool. Hold yours up again. Okay, good. Thank you, Shana. Good luck on Show Me Your Listings.
Thanks.
It's a great, great day. It's a good day. Get up. Na 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 na. Can't you see the sun shining? Na 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 na. I woke up and I rolled out of bed. Got dressed. dressed and I left at 10. Check my nails, looking good. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Oh yeah! I know this'll be the day. Oh, yeah. Everything will be okay. Oh, yeah. I kiss my cares all away. Oh, yeah. It's gonna be a good